one, I came into the industry, I was very homophobic. Very. I mean, very. I didn't have no understanding about it. You sucking on some cocks. Fuck you. You dipping. Okay. Now I'm saying to each his own, brother.
Right.
To each, that's your bedroom, that's your shits, to each his own. Fuck it. Because I'm a freak, but I love women.
Right.
Love the shit out of them. I do my thing. To each his own, man.
Right.
You feel me? And that's what I had to grow to. And what taught me that, Adam, was, I'll never forget this. I sit down to do a TV pitch, and it was a Jew executive. And he was a full-fledged homosexual. And I sit my jackass down and got to run at my homophobia mouth and talk my ass right on up out that TV deal. Talk my ass, yeah, no shit, real talk. This 2007.
Right.
Talk my ass, and I just did my movie, King of Watts, produced my independent film. So I'm finna get a television deal based off my film. They finna do a series on it. Shut my ass down, but what I respected about him was in that meeting, we had matter of fact, we had chins. And when I got there, it was me, my boy Patrick Julian, which was a writer, white guy, up out of Michigan, blue eye, blonde head, white guy, straight writer. And he introduced me to him, but he didn't give me heads up that, hey, this is executive, and hey, man, you know who run Hollywood. I didn't know then, but I damn sure found out then. I've heard the rumors, but I knew then, okay, I know who's running this shit. All right, let me get my ass in place and let me follow protocol then. Let me switch my characteristics up and let me understand some shit and learn some shit. You feel me? And so he sit me down, bro, and he literally told me, you know, that he's gonna pass on it, but I'm gonna teach you something. So the next opportunity you get, because you're gonna get opportunities because you're a star. You got it in you, but you gotta change that attitude. And he sit me down over dinner, bro, and he just talked to me and schooled me. And he let me know, he say, who runs this? I said, what do you mean? Who runs Hollywood? I said, shit, the white man. He go, we do. I said, what do you mean? We who? We do. It's a particular community, and we run this shit. He told me just like that, bro.
Wow.
I was like, whoa.
They don't normally say it, I don't think.
Now that's just what blew my head back, because he said he didn't go with the alphabets. That's why he said particular community.
Right.
This was 2007.
Right.
And I'm like, okay. But I learned from that. From that day on, I learned. 2 learning experiences that I had to learn from the Hollywood syndrome, man, was from an audition that I did for a film for a leading role. And immediately when I walked in the room, the casting director, she wanted me. She wanted to book me for this leading role. But she said I lit her fucking room up. I just couldn't do it because you came in there and lit my room up. And I just felt that was so disrespectful. As an artist, you should have been more professional. I said, what do you mean? And this was Twinkie Bird. You ever heard the casting director, Twinkie Bird? Shout out to Twinkie.
Lit the room up?
Her brother named Jeff Bird.
Lit the room up? How?
You know how you smoke?
Oh, okay, yeah.
I had smoked before I got to my audition. And from that point on, this was 15, 16, 17 years ago, 2004 when I did Young Caesar, one of the biggest gross DVDs that came out, man, HBO, BET. I co-starred in the movie. And I did this, I'm the supervisor, and I did the music score in the film. And she ended up recasting me anyway as a co-star role. That's how good I was. She wanted me, but I could have had that leading role in that film as Young Caesar if I would have came in her room smelling like weed. Because I walked in as Young Caesar. I was the character.
Right.
I booked the shit out the character, but I smell like weed. And she was from New York, one of them Afrocentric sisters, very Afrocentric, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh, man.
So she's like judging you.
Yeah, you feel me? And so.
That's always weird when you realize that someone's looking at you like a fucking stereotype.
Yeah, bro.
Because I'll be high as in public too sometimes. And then I just like, someone's gaze will just make you feel so much judgment.
Yeah, so that's what happened to me, eh?
Yeah.
And from there, I just started learning, brother, and I just learned, and I just started really building myself, redefining my characteristics, and from there, it was cool. And like I say, for us, Tyrese, we had another second meeting. We all met up on set. John Singleton hired me for Baby Boy and turned around and fired me for Baby Boy.
Yeah, why did he do that?
because I put my hands on a Reese cup.
Oh, wow. All because of that.
GP got me the role. GP got me an audition while we were in traffic. We were on our way to Columbia Records to meet with John, but he had a meeting. So he called GP over the speaker, and I auditioned. I did a 2-minute monologue right there in the car. He told me, once he introduced me, we talked. He said, yeah, GP told me about me. He told me you got chops, man. He said, I'm hearing your voice, man. I like your voice. He said, all right, you got 2 minutes, man. You got 2 minutes of my time right now. Give me a 2-minute monologue. And I didn't even let him finish. I went straight into OG Bobby Johnson, South Central on his ass.
Really?
I went straight in.
Just telling them about yourself or what?
No, the characteristics, that particular scene, Jimmy, look at me, son. If you kill a man, or if you steal from a man, that particular scene, I did that monologue on him.
Wow.
Shook him. Take him to the office. Take him to 43rd. I got him. They booked me. I go to 43rd in the Merck Park, which is where his office was. He was in the hood. Central in the hood. I went over, and I didn't even know that. Went over there, pick up my packet. Now I'm just waiting to come back to pick up my actual advancement pay and get the actual production breakdown, shooting days and times. I didn't get to that level because I ended up doing that shit at the concert.
Right. Did you even like beat Tyrese up that bad, or did you just kind of grab him?
No, I just snatched him. I didn't get a chance to put my hands on him. I never actually literally put hands on him. I grabbed him like Mortal Kombat and pulled him to me. I was on my way to put hands on him, but it didn't take place because that officer jumped in and shielded him. Feel me? But I'm glad I didn't in the end because I probably would have paid for it prison-wise. I know for a fact I would have. You know what I'm saying? But after that, like I said, we met up on the set of Waist Deep. Once again, I was hired and fired on Waist Deep. I shut Waist Deep down, cost them about $150,000. I got a direct relationship with Vondy Curtis. That's how I got hired for Waist Deep. I didn't even do an audition for Waist Deep. Brought me straight in. Game ended up getting my role. That was my role originally. I was meathead.
But you lost it. Why?
Because of him. Tyrese seen the production package on the table, and he seen the co-stars. And he seen the character of Meathead was me. And he seen my picture, and he told Vonnie, he said, hey, you guys casting him? And Vonnie said, yeah, that's BJ. Yeah, that's a great guy. That's my guy. He gonna knock this meathead right on out. My little homeboy, Hollywood, he works for TDE, Top Dog. Hollywood runs TDE's nonprofit organization with the kids. Hollywood was one of the co-writers on it. He the one called me and say, you know, Vondy doing a Waist Deep movie. Cap, I'm about to get you in. And he plugged me to Vondy. I had a relationship with Vondy because I did my first documentary with Vondy Curtis, which is called Through the Eyes of the Children, 112th and Central. And it's the aftermath of the 1992 riots. And so that's what gave me my epiphany that I could do this acting shit, man. I'm great at it. I got a straight phonetic memory where I could take a script. You give me a script right now and give me 1 hour. I guarantee you, bro, I go into character. I memorize all my lines. I memorize the dialogue and other characters. I'm just gifted with that. It was just a gift that was given, so I can memorize my scripts, line scripts, characteristics, everything. So it was already embedded in me. And I was like, man, I want to do this, man. I really want to do this. So they put me in school my first year, and I took my hustling money and started putting my way to school. My homies thought I was crazy for investing in myself. Now, you motherfuckers crazy for sitting here think this shit gonna last.
For sure. Okay, so last question is just, after all these years, how do you feel about gangbang and gangs in general?
Hey, man, I want to say this to the public, to everybody out there in TV land. Fuck gangs.
Really?
Fuck gangs, man. And I'm telling you from a real double OG perspective, man, who once was, a bloody gang member, man, and you couldn't pin me from gangs. But from what I know, as a grown man, a father, a new grandfather, I just had a new grandson 4 days ago, Adam.
Congrats.
His name is Amias Legend Johnson.
It must be amazing.
Yes, man. I'm so happy, bro, and blessed, and I feel good about it, man, because I'm going to teach him so much, man. You know, I'm instilling him so much, man. And so for me, through my growth, bro, I just think the shit is just, it's enough, man. We did it. See, I feel like we made all the mistakes. When I say we, my generation, second generation, first generation, to the last of the third generation. Because after our third generation, it's a wrap. Them was my baby homies. Our little homies under us was our third generation. After that, the kids, millennium babies, The peace treaty babies, they didn't gang bang, they didn't have to. See, that's the difference. See, a lot of these cats didn't gang bang. They fronting, because you was in the peace treaty. When did you have time to gang bang? The gang banging started after the millennium kicked in, and they decided they want to go back to gang banging. But then it's on a different level. Now it's clicks, it's not banging. So if you're able to put yourself in a position where y'all can project clicks, where meaning these Crip hoods that normally didn't get along, now you get along with these bloods that you normally would have been shooting at and killing, but y'all getting along to go at these motherfuckers, then why not everybody just going to come together? Why not cease this shit, period, bro? Why not give the kids a future and a chance if nothing else then? That's the way I see it. That's why I went into peace in 1992. Okay, fuck it being about me. The hell with my ignorance and me thinking ignorant. They make a point then, man. What about the future of the kids? What's going to happen when I decide to start having kids? What I'm going to do then? I'm going to still be out here gang banging? I don't think so. I ain't riding around with my kids in the car getting shot up and all that shit. No, I seen too many dudes get it like that. Nah, bruh. I vowed that I would never do that to some kids. I would never threaten my kids. Like, that's why I wouldn't put no flags in my kids' pockets, no early age, taking pictures and all that shit. Nah, man. I didn't realize my son, I got twins, Nino and Nina, and my firstborn, little BJ. I didn't realize my son was mimicking me in certain ways. I was throwing up the horns for Trill, right? This is our horns right here for Texas.
My kid's about to turn 3. She copies everything.
And I didn't know that. I didn't realize that, Adam. So in my mind, like, I know my babies ain't the gang shit all the time, man. Little Nino back there. I'm looking at pictures, archive pictures, and going through videos. I'm seeing him with the crew, 5 or 10 artists, and he in the middle.
Right.
With the W hat on. 7, 8 years old, I'm going, oh, man. But you know what I'm saying? But the thing was, I didn't embed it in, and I damn sure wasn't allowing him to go in the streets with it. So, nah, man. My take to that, brother, is I think it should just come to a halt and cease, man. It's been too long. It's been over 60 years now, man. It's been over 60 years, bro. I've reached a milestone point in my life right now. My birthday came September the 4th. I reached that milestone point in my life. God has blessed me to the point where I would never thought I'd see this. Bro, I cherish this shit. And if me being the leader that I am and the influencer that I am, man, I'm going to continue to influence the peace and the structure of change and growth in this generation so the next generation will have a chance, bro. If not, we doomed, man.
Yeah.
Because as far as I'm concerned, I live my life. I did the best with the best of the best. That's why this material shit don't mean nothing to me, bro. My priorities are intact. I'm about consuming land and building and building my legacy and, you know, that car shit, jury, that shit is toys to me. Bullshit. Get your priorities right. Without this, you ain't got shit. This your power, youngins. I always tell all the youngins in the world, this is your power. Education. It's better than any gun, any bomb, any bazooka, because this is power.
Right.
How you think them people up top pull all the triggers and they don't never pull a gun? You don't never see them out here on front line. This shit right here. And you can attain it too, man. All you gotta do is go to school.
It's
You
real.
know what I'm saying? You gotta go to school, man. It's a must.
Yeah.
And I preach that, man. And that's even for, I tell this to OG, like I'm in USC right now, Adams.
Really?
I'm working on my 3rd degree.
Wow.
I don't have to. I choose to. I have a master's degree in producing and directing. I have an A degree in drama arts and theater. Me and T. Rogers graduated LACC together in 2004. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in USC right now, and I heard certain cats on the internet say, "Oh man, you old dude in school." Yeah, but if I wouldn't give a fuck if I was 65, 62, 64, 74. If I choose to go to school and 74 in school, guess what? That's where they need to be. Because it was a choice they need to make. Obviously, they didn't have that. And certain cats couldn't even read and write in the past. So what's wrong with them going to school today to make a difference? There's nothing wrong with it. So I take change very sincere, bro. And I take that when people take the initiative to say, all right, I'm finna make a change in my life and I'm gonna grow, then you gotta really do that shit. You can't play with it. And then when you do it for real, you're gonna see results.